we see more often, if that's where you're going with this. And it's just become scripted TV.
Yeah. And
one of the Uso brothers did this with Cam. It happened on a different platform, the same exact way. The interviewer was mad disrespectful. It was banter back and forth. And they even went as far as Uso grabbed Cam up and pulled him over the set, whatever the desk was. But I think it's staged. I think it definitely is a bit. Their bits are always really, really good, but they have to evolve. The wrestling is about having your shtick, and that's what this is. I mean, there's no way Brant was going to be that flagrant and being disrespectful, even though some of the points he was making was actually kind of valid points. I mean, old heads can wrestle. They always say the one thing I'll say and if you put it in proper order. Now, granted, wrestling, even scripted wins, that wrestling, pro wrestlers, they really are getting beat up physically. I mean, they're just as banged up, if not worse than us as football players, and even like hockey players when they're done with their careers.
Have you ever been in a ring? I have. It's not a trampoline, man.
It's not easy to do what those guys do. In fact, I don't know if you've ever been in rehab with Dr. Andrews, with his people when they were doing it in Birmingham, but I don't know if it's still the same, but it was always football players and pro wrestlers.
Yeah.
Always football players and pro wrestlers there getting surgery. So I think it's a bit, but at the same time, I think it should also be stated that doesn't reflect the viewpoints of like the NFL players aren't like these elitist cats that sit there and act like we're better than a sport like pro wrestling. In fact, most of us are big fans of it.
Well, I also think this. So Pat McAfee, who's been doing stuff with WWE for a while, apparently those days are over, because they tried to work him into a storyline for WrestleMania, and it was so poorly taken by people who were more invested in the storyline that was going into WrestleMania that there's some reports out there that McAfee removed himself. He was supposed to do a tag team match. Him and this guy Randy Orton were going to take on Cody Rhodes and Jelly Roll.
Some guy named Randy Orton.
Yeah, and Cody Rhodes and Jelly Roll were going to be in this big
Jelly Roll.
Yeah, the skinny Jelly Roll. And apparently they've scrapped it because it was so poorly taken by the audience that they wanted no part in it. So that avenue, and he was sort of forced in by the higher up. So that avenue to try and use him to build and get publicity is gone. Like he thought enough. It was like, man, I don't want to be a part of this. And he doesn't need it. He's, whatever. And so I wonder if this is sort of their rebound. Hey, how can we incorporate other eyeballs from other audiences? So let's have another guy who's an NFL guy. That audience, it's ESPN. It's all the same umbrella. ESPN, WWE, the
Brant's
NFL.
An NFL guy?
What's that?
Brant's an NFL guy?
Yeah, it's NFL Network.
Yeah. He does the NFL Network.
Yeah, but that's ESPN.
He's not an
now.
NFL guy. There's a
He
difference.
played football.
Did he?
Yeah.
In the NFL?
Was it Princeton? Not in the
Yeah.
NFL. I'm saying college.
Princeton.
Oh, all right.
Yep. So,
Okay.
yeah, definitely
I think-
scripted.
did he-
but
Yeah. Never heard of him.
Was he roommates with Ross Tucker?
maybe could have been.
I feel like they might have.
What's up, fools? Man event Jay Uso here from the WWE. When it's just me between matches, it's day one-ish. And that means it's Chumba time. With hundreds of casino-style games and new titles arriving weekly, there's always something fresh to try at Chumba Casino. The daily boosts make it even more fun. And have me about to get them all during my downtime. Ready for a fun way to chill out and enjoy a few minutes for yourself? Let's Chumba.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See T's and C's. 21 plus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. Start your day with Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal. The instant oatmeal ready to help you tackle whatever your day brings, like wrangling your toddler into their car seat. That was fun. Coaching your 6th graders soccer team. Go girls! And carrying all the groceries in one trip. Whew. Try Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal, granola, and bars. Great taste and a good source of protein. Quaker, bring out the good.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Reports of a new accident this morning going northbound the service road of I-35 around Wells Branch Parkway. You're also stop and go in the main lanes of I-35 from 45 up to William Canyon, about a 7 to 8 minute out of your commute. And similar delays for drivers in Manor on 290 westbound going from FM 1100 to FM 973. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Willie's Grill and Ice House, now open in Leander. Leander, your new go-to spot is open now. Willie's Grill and Ice House. Willie's brings a freshly made scratch kitchen, never frozen tenders, and a full bar. With 4 Austin area locations to serve you, come check out the newest Willie's, 1412 Bright Lane in Leander. Stop in today. Willie's Grill and Ice House.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. Visit CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
Smart drivers don't chase deals, they make decisions. This tax season, instead of spending your refund, invest it in something that keeps paying you back. At Steele Hyundai and Kyle, get 0% for 60 months on the all-new 2026 Tucson Hybrid, or 0% for 72 months on the entire all-electric Ioniq lineup. Less spin on gas, less spin on interest, more value every mile. Plus, every new Hyundai comes backed by America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile, and owner assurance. Everything we do is driven by you. SteelHyundaiKyle.com.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
64 years, one amazing sale. Save big at Specs. The fun starts here.
iHeartRadio brings you New to View, Streaming Edition.
Looking for something to watch? Listen up. Next week on Netflix, Monday, the launch of Sesame Street Friends, My Abby. Next Wednesday on Netflix, the second season finale of the reality competition show $1 Million Secret, as well as the docuseries Should I Marry a Murderer? Next Thursday, the debut of the new Netflix crime drama Man on Fire, based on the Denzel Washington movie, starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Billy Boulay, Alice Braga, and Bobby Cannavale. Next Friday, the Netflix animated family film premiere of Swapped. Next Tuesday on Paramount Plus, the docuseries debut of My Killer Father, The Green Hollow Murders. Next Wednesday on Apple TV, the launch of Widow's Bay, starring Matthew Rhys. And next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern on Hulu, the live streaming broadcast of the iHeart Country Festival in Austin, Texas.
And that's New to View on iHeartRadio. Happy binging.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, Mo City, El Paso, San Antonio, and Sills, Texas. Or wherever you may be listening. This is a Feel Good Friday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio and 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeart Radio app. The Dallas Cowboys get their guy. The Texans go O-line. Texas Hoops stays busy in the transfer portal. Texas baseball is on the road in Nashville. The NBA playoffs heat up, and we have a Wemby update. And Clarence Hill joins us at 8:30 to talk all things Dallas Cowboys. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry. Good morning, Austin. And, of course, we got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion and get a chance to win a pair of tickets today, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. If the message good, you might hear it on air, but we will give you a chance to win a pair of tickets. All right, let's get into it. First and foremost, we want to thank the great folks over at the Rowdy Cowboy. We had a great time yesterday talking draft. Shout out to Cam Parker. Of course, Bucky and BK doing their thing. Mark Henry, as always. And, of course, we want to make sure that we give a shout out to Anton, Jake Herman for producing it, and, of course, Jax for being able to do his thing as well. So let's get into it, man, because the Dallas Cowboys were the conversation. We pretty much knew exactly what was going to happen with the first pick of the draft. I don't think it was any secret. Everybody was looking at Fernando Mendoza, and we said that the draft did not start until the second pick. And as these picks started to roll in, we knew that the Jets had to get a guy that was ready to play, and that's exactly what they did. They went and got David Bailey from Texas Tech, made a big move at that point. Number 3 pick, everybody thought I was crazy during our draft, and I said, hey, I'm going to make it crazy. Jeremiah Love will go number 3 to the Cardinals, and everybody, boo! BK was booing from the beginning. Not me. And it ended up happening. They needed to get themselves a playmaker. He got themselves a playmaker, and that's where he was. Carnell Tate ended up going number 4 to the Tennessee Titans. They got their wide receiver to go with Cam Ward. This is a good look for them. Arvell Reese ends up going to the New York Giants. That's a big pickup for them. That front line is going to be tough. Hardball went defense in his first pick. Then their trade happened. The Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs decided to trade. The Chiefs come up and they get Mansour Delane, one of the best, if not the best corner in the draft. And most healthy. And they went and got him. So that was a big move for them. And it was good because Trent McDuffie went to the Rams. So they had to find another guy to come in that could be a lockdown. The Washington Commanders end up getting Sonny Styles. And that was a big move for them. A little disappointed that they got him because obviously as a Cowboy fan, you don't want to face a guy like that. Then you have the New Orleans Saints go out and get Jordan Tyson, big-time playmaker, wide receiver. He was second wide receiver taken off the board. Great pickup for the New Orleans Saints. I think that's a steal. Yep. The number 9 pick, Spencer Fano, the offensive tackle. That was part of the trade from the the trade between the Chiefs and the Browns. The Browns went from 6 to 9, and they went and got their guy at that position, the number 9 spot. The New York Giants would have me nervous. They had me very nervous because I thought they were going to make a pick, and I'm glad they didn't, but they did go and get the offensive lineman from the Miami Hurricanes, and that was a trade with the Cincinnati Bengals. And then number 11 comes up. The Miami Dolphins are there. And you're thinking, okay, what's going to happen? Mark, you got your Cowboy trade, but it wasn't that big of a trade. It was just spots and a couple picks. And I was like, I'm working with that. And then the pick happens.
Hello? Caleb. Hey, baby, I got somebody who wants to talk to you. Hey, Caleb, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Caleb,
sir.
this is Jerry Jones. You're a Cowboy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, man,
He's
boy.
gone if they want him.
Yes.
Because we think he's too good a player.
For 2 5s? 180. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we got it. Hey, this is Steven. And we're giving them our pick, number 12. And we're giving them 177, 180. Miami. Are we good?
Turn it in.
Hey, man, congratulations. Caleb, you're a Cowboy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, man, we're happy. Here's Coach. Here's Coach Schottenhauer.
All right.
Caleb, what's up, brother?
What's up, Coach?
Hey, congratulations, man. Hey, we get to play knockout a little bit more, man.
Hey, we're going to have to play knockout. I'm going to have to beat you in putting again.
Hey, damn right, brother. Hey, I can't tell you how excited we are, brother. This is the perfect spot for you. God, cannot wait. I hope you're excited, man. Hey, CP. Hey, hold on. CP wants to talk to you. Caleb.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hear you.
Hey, let's get to it, baby.
Let's do it, bro.
Hey, bro.
I felt it when I was there too.
You already know.
I thank you for this, Coach.
Hey, man,
I
we're going to make
appreciate
it happen, bro. Hey, look, we're going to make each
Yes,
other
sir.
great.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it done, man.
All right.
All right, bro.
That felt like me getting that phone call. That's how
Man.
excited I was that he fell to the Dallas Cowboys, and Caleb Downs is now a Dallas Cowboy.
Did I send you the video?
What,
I lost it.
Oh, I'm like,
I lost it.
yeah.
I had to record myself, the doc, in case I had a stroke. I wanted people to know what happened. I had to document myself. I was so happy, man. I'm talking about, it's been a while since Christmas came this early.
Yep.
We needed that. And the whole point is not just his physical talent. It's the fact that he went to at the combine, they do the testing. And he went to the board and helped design where do you see yourself was the question, and how do you see yourself being used effectively? He went to the board and drew up a whole schematic of what he thought should be done with him and what his best skill sets were. And every defensive coach in there were like, this guy's going to be a high-level defensive coordinator one day. That's who you want in the secondary, who can see everything and tell everybody, no, move over here, go do this. Like, he is that guy. And the Cowboys won last night.
The Cowboys did an excellent job. Not only did they get Caleb Downs, they also kept their pick at number 20, thank goodness. And they went and got another defensive end, another guy that I picked during our fantasy draft. And y'all thought I was crazy. And I was looking at Malachi Lawrence, and he seemed to be the right pick and the right fit for the Dallas Cowboys. So now they have their safety and they have their edge rusher that is important for this defense, and Christian Parker and what he wants to do. He's off to a great start as the defensive coordinator, personnel-wise. We don't know what's going to happen after that, but watching him play. And Ryan Day, who was sitting next to Nick Saban at the draft, gave Coach Saban a little jab at this pick and Caleb Downs and what he is as a football player.
I think the first thing for me that surprised me when Caleb came to Ohio State is that he was a mess. You know, I don't know what they were doing in Alabama.
That really doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, it took us a while to get him going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, bad habits, Al.
I don't know what was going on. I will say this. I don't know how you feel, Coach. I feel like, he was probably the most NFL ready as an underclassman that I had ever been around. And certainly when he came to us, he could have played in the NFL then. And he was coached by the best. He grew up in a way that he loved football. You know, from a young age, he just lived football. And I think the best thing that he does is he makes everybody on the field better. And that first year that he was with us, I thought the second half of the season, we put him in a place to be successful, to be more of an impact on the game. And I think that's going to be important wherever he goes and whatever team takes him.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. I really thought that when Caleb Downs was a freshman playing for us, if he'd have gone out for the draft, he might have been the first safety taken in the draft. I think he's improved tremendously under your coaching staff, and Matt did a great job of using him the way I think he should be used.
And that is the thing that Dallas Cowboy fans and fans across college football have said about him from day one. Let's not forget, when he first got to school, he was an early enrollee. They were practicing for the bowl game, and he was participating in the practices and was making plays, and they were trying to figure out a way to get him eligible to play in the bowl game.
Right.
That's how talented this guy is. And Darren Woodson put his stamp of approval on him. He was very excited about him. When we come back, we're going to continue the conversations. Not only did the Cowboys make a great pick, there were New York Giant fans that were not happy about the pick. And also, we'll catch you up with what the H-Town did. The Houston Texans, they made their pick as well. We'll talk about all of that and the draft right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone, and always free on that iHeartRadio app.
It's draft day. Time to get ready for the picks, the predictions, and the party at Rowdy Cowboy. Join us Thursday, April 23rd at Rowdy Cowboy in Round Rock for a live special NFL draft show you won't want to miss. Mike Hardball Hardge and the Zone Gang will bring you expert analysis and bold takes as the future of the NFL unfolds. From the first pick to the surprises, we'll break it all down. The Zone's NFL Draft Show, Thursday, April 23rd, starting at 2 p.m. at Rowdy Cowboy in Round Rock.
Don't miss the 2026 iHeart Country Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Reports of a new accident this morning going northbound on the service road of I-35 around Wells Branch Parkway. You're also stop and go in the main lanes of I-35 from 45 up to William Canyon, about a 7 to 8 minute out of your commute. And similar delays for drivers in Manor on 290 westbound going from FM 1100 to FM 973. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lorenz & Lorenz Personal Injury Attorneys.
I'm attorney Ted Lorenz. If you've been hurt in a car or truck wreck, Lorenz & Lorenz is here for you. We offer a free consultation and don't get paid until we win your case. Lorenz & Lorenz, we're on top of it. Austin, Texas.
Dear employer.
My name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Raskovich.
Ronaldo Bird.
Zach Donizer. I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum,
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
With iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. If you manage a business or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way. Call 844-844-iHeart. Again, that's 844-844-iHeart.
Stay connected to Texas athletics and the 40 acres with the LHN app. Watch original content, behind-the-scenes access, interviews, press conferences, highlights, classic Longhorn moments, and select live events. It's your home for Texas athletics content all year long. And with new stories and features dropping all the time, there's always something new to discover. Best of all, the LHN app is free to download and watch. Download the LHN app today and take Texas athletics with you wherever you go. Hook 'em.
Hi, this is Tom McKay, owner of Audiovisual Consultations. Today's home electronics can be a bit daunting. My company has spent the last 38 years making sure they are not. We carry all major brands of television and stereo equipment at prices you can't find in stores, and you don't have to leave your house. We come to you. I believe in having fun and dreaming big. If you have a dream for your home entertainment, let me know. I can make that dream come true. Anything from theaters to multi-room audio systems, lighting control, computer networks, hell, even golf simulators. We cultivate clients for a lifetime by treating everyone like their family. And we provide everything at incredibly competitive prices and install it seamlessly into your home. So relax, hug your kids, make love to your wife, and smile. Then give us a call at 512-255-8678. It's 512-255-8678 or online at avconsultations.com.
Start your day with Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal. The instant oatmeal ready to help you tackle whatever your day brings. Like wrangling your toddler into their car seat. That was fun. Coaching your 6th graders soccer team. Go girls! And carrying all the groceries in one trip. Whew. Try Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal, granola, and bars. Great taste and a good source of protein. Quaker. Bring out the good.
If you care about predictions and props, right now, it's all about playoff pressure from the hardwood to the ice. BetOnline has always been the home of real sports wagering deep markets, sharp odds, and player props built for real fans. Basketball playoffs are heating up, stars taking over, series swinging on a single shot. And in hockey, it's all speed, grit, and sudden death moments where one goal changes everything. BetOnline delivers live betting and in-game odds that move with every bucket, every breakaway, every goal. Bet online. The game starts here.
The phone's blowing up, but you're in the driver's seat. Ignore the buzz, keep your eyes on the street. No text back, no scroll, just let it wait. Attention on the road, that's the only way. Phone's blowing up, but you're in the driver's seat. Ignore the buzz, keep your eyes on the street. No text back, no scroll, just let it wait.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Hordes.
Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300. It is a feel-good Friday edition of the Morning Kickoff, and I must say that I am feeling good about the Cowboys being certified, and there are some certified haters out there that continue to try to find the love.
I live for the haters.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh man! Hey!
And some of them be the first to wear some gear that have the Cowboys on it, put on the hat.
They better not. I better not catch
Yeah. You know some of them. But anyway, somebody that is a hater is Giants fans, Eagles fans, Commanders fans. And there was a post yesterday from the Giants fans that ended up having not so fast, my friend, happen to them.
Number 2026 NFL Draft. The New York Giants select Francis Mauigoa, tackle, Miami.
How do you not get Caleb? How do you not get Caleb down? No!
As an American soul.
I am never forgiving John Hardball, bro. I am never forgiving this man. How the hell do you not get Caleb down his head? Oh my god, I'm literally gonna cry. I'm so bro, I'm literally gonna die. Now the Cowboys are gonna freaking Caleb. I can't speak. They're gonna take Caleb down, bro. They just traded with the Dolphins. John Hardball, bro, I need to come fly to Jersey to speak to you personally because won't be afraid to live. How do you pass Caleb down twice, bro? 2 times? Are you kidding me? I can't.
They passed on him twice. They took an Ohio State player at number 5, which is Arvell Reese. Then they take the Miami offensive lineman, and that was the second time. And then right after that pick, the Cowboys move up 1 pick to get Caleb Downs. Great pick by the Dallas Cowboys. But also in H-Town, the Texans went out and got somebody that could help protect one C.J. Stroud and open up some holes. And the pick is in.
What's up, H-Town? It's Keelan Rutledge. I'm excited to get up there and get to work for the 25th season. Let's go.
But here's the phone call that was made for them to make that happen.
Big Red.
What's up, man?
Nick Casario with the Texans. How we doing?
I'm f***ing great, man.
That's what we wanted to hear. Congratulations. So we're going to trade up from 28 to 26 here with Buffalo. We're going to pick you and make you a Texan. So congratulations.
Hell yeah. Let's do it, man.
So
let's do it,
look,
dude. Let's do it, man.
Your mental toughness, your physical toughness, your playing style is everything that this program is about.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Enough, we traded up to come get you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all.
Come down here and go to work.
Come down here and go to work. And that's exactly what the plan is for the Houston Texans. We went back and forth about certain names on what the Texans were going to do in the draft. And what they ended up doing was going on that offensive line to make sure they got some help to secure that offensive line. Most of the time, we thought they were going to go defense. D'Amico Ryan, that's his thought process. He's a defensive-minded head coach. He obviously wants the best players on defense, but they went out and got an offensive lineman.
Well, we had this conversation last week, and we were stuck on the fact that they would move up. And it would either be at guard, an aggressive guard to help protect C.J. Stroud, or a big-time defensive tackle. And they chose to go with the protection of the quarterback, which I think is the wisest move. It's great that you got a guy that's versatile that can play tackle or guard. So they opted on getting a guy that's more versatile than getting one that was position centric.
Yeah.
You know, so that it was a smart move. Like they did good.
Well, and for the Texans, that is something that they needed to do, as you mentioned. But the one thing about it is you start to understand the importance of what C.J. Stroud and that running game that they're going to have. It's got to be where it needs to be. It's got to be at the next level.
Yeah, I think that is the key with the pick is the running game, because you got someone inside who can just hit people downfield. And that, I think that was really what was missing last year is you had no interior line that's pushing the defense downfield from the middle.
Yeah,
right.
And that's something that they
obviously they can still address it in the second round too.
Yeah. They're going to have some opportunities. Yeah, that's why this draft is where it is. So we can go winners and losers here. A winner is Ty Simpson. He got traded for. He got moved up. He was a second or third round graded quarterback. So he can be looked at as a winner. But you can also go loser for the Rams because they decided that they wanted to go and get Ty Simpson. But the question was McVay excited about it? But a lot of folks believe that Sean McVay was not excited.
Yeah, I did. I'll keep that between us. We'll see. He's going to compete with Stetson.
What was it about this pick?
He was not happy. He was not happy.
He sounded like he got vetoed, and he was not happy about that, Hardge.
He was not happy at all. And that, to me, is a telltale sign of what the expectations are. Look, we know that Matthew Stafford, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, he's long in the tooth. He's 38. He's going to be 38 years old. But we're sitting here talking about Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is 41. I mean, like, Aaron is old. But Matthew Stafford is showing up every single week and showing out, and he's doing unbelievable work. They needed to do something on the outside.
Did you hear what he just said, though?
What?
He said that he's going to be
competing with
the second guy.
With Stetson Bennett. But I'm talking about they're trying to provide depth, and they wanted to look for somebody that can be the heir apparent because Matthew Stafford is old. They didn't need to do that.
They didn't.
They did not need to go out and get that because, once again, let's not forget the expectations is next year's draft is going to be outstanding with the quarterback position.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great names that are going to be coming out in next year's draft. We got 2 first-round picks. When is the next quarterback going to get drafted? It's going to be a while. And we didn't. Who's talked about the next quarterback?
Might not even be today.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
So you could have waited to get your quarterback of the future. You got Stetson Bennett. You still got Jimmy Garoppolo on the roster.
And you sacrifice picks to move up.
That's why I believe Sean McVay was upset.
Sean McVay could have done a lot with a pick that high. I guarantee you there was somebody he could have gotten that would have changed Sadiq. He could have got Sadiq.
Yep.
Can you imagine Sadiq in that offense? I like the guys that they have now, but they're not vertical challengers.
But the point is, you still have Matthew Stafford as your starting
And Matthew Stafford is still there.
That's what I'm saying. You
give him everything.
You did not need to draft a
Wow.
quarterback in
Wow.
that situation right there. You needed to clean up some stuff because, like I said, I understand
They're getting
you're trying to
crucified right now too.
You're looking for the next day. You're looking for the future, but your future is not right now because you have your quarterback, and he's damn good, and he's getting better.
Pro Bowl.
He is one of the best throwers of the football that we've ever seen. And you don't know what's going to happen with your wide receivers on the outside. You have no idea what's going to happen with Puka Nacua and his situation. Devontae Adams, they were once talking about, is he going to be back or not? If they were going to try to trade him. There's just so many other questions. But I can't wait to hear what Craig Way has to say about that because this is his team, the Rams. And I wonder if he's excited about Ty Simpson. I know somebody that is excited, and that's Sean Miller. Sean Miller making moves once again. Is Texas really about that life?
Wheeling and dealing.
We'll talk about it in the Hard Knocks Life. Coming up next, right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeart Radio app.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Another new accident on the service road of I-35. This one's going southbound at East St. John's Avenue. There's still cleanup ongoing for that crash on the northbound service road of I-35 at Wells Branch Parkway. And on 290 westbound, an extra 5 minutes added to your drive through some congestion from FM 1100 to FM 973. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lorenz & Lorenz Personal Injury Attorneys.
I'm attorney Ted Lorenz. If you've been hurt in a car or truck wreck, Lorenz & Lorenz is here for you. We offer a free consultation and don't get paid until we win your case. Lorenz & Lorenz, we're on top of it. Austin, Texas.
Have you figured out your favorite day at the Rowdy Cowboy in Round Rock yet? The hottest new sports bar in Texas. Great every day or any day with the Rowdy Cowgirls. An amazing menu of food and drinks, 70 big screen TVs. But Tuesday is Bikinis and Booze Day. All day. Spirits, beers, Rowdy Cowgirls. So saddle up and hit the road and join us at Rowdy Cowboy in Round Rock on the east side of I-35, just north of the 45 Loop.
The spring savings kickoff is on at Group 1 Ford of South Austin. Lease the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport for just $299 a month and $299 due at signing. Or drive the 2026 Ford Explorer, now $399 a month with $399 due at signing. Zero security deposit. With transparent pricing and no dealer add-ons, what you see is what you pay. Shop Group 1 Ford of South Austin today.
36-month lease, 7,500 miles per year. Excludes tax, title registration, and license fees. See dealer for full details. Offers end 4/30/26.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
50 years in the Lone Star State, a one-stop shop so you're never late. Price is so low that you want to know
which way to Specs.
Come on, let's go.
Specs wine, spirits, and finer foods. World-class service, that's all about you.
Shout Specs, it's how we do. A huge selection since 62. Shout Specs,
Low price amazing. Here's to you. Cheers to savings.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and oh, they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Breaking news for your home. Wayday. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home, like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th. Wayfair, every style, every home.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Spurs and Trailblazers tonight, game 3 in Portland with the series even at 1. Now, Victor Wembanyama did travel with the team, but remains in concussion protocol. Round 1 of the NFL draft, the Cowboys picked Ohio State safety Caleb Downs at 11 and UCF edge rusher Malachi Lawrence at 23. The Texans with the 26th pick took Georgia Tech O-lineman Keelan Rutledge. I'm Ron Tomas.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com. Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
The picks are in.
The Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza.
The 2026 NFL Draft. It's what we're all talking about.
Fernando Mendoza will be a great face for that franchise.
Join the Dan Patrick Show.
I think he's the best player in the draft.
Colin Cowherd.
It's the Jets, so who knows what they'll do.
And you can join the conversation with Fox Sports Radio. Plus, the official NFL Podcast Network lives on the free iHeartRadio app. Search NFL and listen now. Wake up with Hardge and Henry in the morning kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
First and foremost, I want to get into this conversation and say that obviously it is draft time. We get definitely back into the draft. We got Clarence Hill joining us at 8:30. He is very excited about the Cowboys pick. More importantly, I want to see what he thinks the Cowboys do next. But I want to talk Texas basketball because the transfer portal has been outstanding for the University of Texas. When you sit back and you think about some of the moves that have happened, the transformation at University of Texas has been great. You think about the Sweet 16 and having an opportunity to play their behinds off and was one play away, one rebound, one putback, one free throw of getting a chance to go and advance
one foul
with what they were able to do throughout that time. A team that we did not think about for a long time that would be able to make a run. Well, they did. But we also knew that there needed to be some things that needed to happen during that time. And it has. Some players have moved on. Cam Heide is now at South Carolina. Simon Wilshire is at Seton Hall. Nick Coley and Declan Drew are trying to figure out where they're going to be. You also have to look at what Dalen Swain, is he going to stay in the draft? He's projected right now to 16 to 18 spot in the NBA draft. You got back Vocatitis, so that was a big move. Your recruiting class is off the charts. But you needed to go get some things in the transfer portal. So you started with a point guard in Isaiah Johnson. We went through that. David Punch from TCU, 254, shout out. Amari Evans, defensive stopper on the outside. Elijah Freeman, somebody that is going to be long, athletic, and put some pressure on that front court, which is outstanding. But yesterday, the news came out that Texas got the guard from St. Mary's, Mikey Lewis. I got a text yesterday during the show that some news was going to come out today or yesterday. Didn't know what it was, but they said, hey, be prepared. Texas is going to make some noise today. I was like, all right. So we go through most of the day. We get to the draft party, and boom, the news comes out. Mikey Lewis had committed to the University of Texas, and he has spent 2 seasons at St. Mary's. If you know anything about St. Mary's, it's one of the best basketball programs in the country. And playing out there against Gonzaga and always watching them play. I always watch the Gales play because they're a tough basketball team. He now is going to be part of the University of Texas. And you got some sound that my man put together.
31 points for one of the best scorers, true scorers in this conference. When he's going, he's as good as anybody. He's averaged 13 points per game this season. But the rhythm and the flow and the freedom in which he's played with, the confidence he has played with, has been next level. Mikey Lewis, he's been the offensive star. Step back, 3, good! Didn't shoot the baseline shot. Lewis, 3, good! Well, they helped off Lewis and left him open again.
And that is what I'm talking about. The one thing that we have said the entire time was Texas needs help on the outside shooting. Texas needs to find a guy that can shoot from the outside. He shot 36.8% from three-point range. He took about 5.5 shots per game from 3. Then you look at his free throw line. He shot 82% from the free throw line. This is going to be an important part of what you see from this Texas basketball team. I said it from the beginning. They got talent. They went into the transfer portal and got talent. Now Texas is a team that everybody's looking at and say, okay, this is a real contender.
Hardge, I went and did a deep dive after we got off the air. And I watched some of his highlights while we were actually on the show. The guy can shoot it. And he doesn't need a screen to get his shot. He can get his own shot. He's James Harden-esque. He dribbles the ball very well. He's very sudden, stops on a dime, elevates, gets his shot off. I can't say there's nothing you can do because he's not the tallest guy in the world, but Texas got a facilitator in Isaiah, and now they have a scorer in Mikey.
Yeah, and it's when you start to look at this team and who they are and what this team is going to be about, it's important to understand that this team is going to be special.
Yeah.
This team, because the one thing that they lack, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday, they didn't play defense. If they can play defense the way that they scored at the level that they scored last year, we're talking about a totally different conversation at this particular moment. They can just add a couple pieces. Now they went out and got almost a completely different roster besides Vokatitis.
Well, the big plus, there was 2 big pluses defensive. The guards are going to challenge you. That's probably third. Punch, I double dog dare you to go in there and try to lay it up. He's going to throw it in the stands. Vokatitis is going to have more confidence because he's not going to have to defend the best post now. That'll be Punch's job. You got 2 bruisers on the inside. If you can force guys, funnel them to the middle of the floor, Texas defense is going to be awesome.
Yeah. I can't.
They got all the tools.
And not only do they have the tools, they have the personnel and they have the coaching acronym for him to go out there and deliver the message. Everybody understands that I need you to defend, and I'm sure that was part of the conversation in the recruitment because he knows that that is what hurt them at the end.
Yeah.
They could not defend. And it's like in the NBA when they start to single people out on the switching. Like they ended up having to take Jalen Brunson out of the game because he was a defensive liability. Those are the types of things that Texas is looking at now. Is like, we got length, we've got presence, we've got people that can go and get boards. And that is the want to and the will that he has been looking for. He gave us all that he could. He squeezed everything he possibly could out of that team from last year.
There was nothing left.
Now he is at that point where he's like, all right, now I see what it's like to be in the SEC. Now I need to understand what I need to be able to compete for the top of this deal. And that's exactly what they did. So kudos to that staff and what they've been able to do to get these players. Getting to the Sweet 16 got you the ability to get that money that you needed, and now you're putting it to good use. So shout out to the Texas men's basketball team. Now they got to go play games. We get that. But then they got to get everything else.
But on paper,
we looking good. Yeah. When we come back, Texas baseball is on the road. Texas softball takes on UK. But the freshmen are doing big things on the 40 acres in baseball. I'll let you know all about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Tickets are on sale now, y'all, to experience country music history in the making at our 2026 iHeart Country Festival presented by Capital One. Saturday, May 2nd, country's biggest stars will be right here in Austin. See Kane Brown, Parker McCullum, Riley Green, Shabuzi, Dylan Scott, Russell Dickerson, Gretchen Wilson, Chase Matthew, Lauren Elena. All hosted by Bobby Bones. Don't miss your chance to see country music's biggest superstars, all on one stage. Tickets are on sale now. Don't miss out. Get yours before they sell out at Ticketmaster.com. That's Ticketmaster.com. And you can be there in person at our 2026 iHeart Country Festival, presented by Capital One.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Another new accident on the service road of I-35. This one's going southbound at East St. John's Avenue. There's still cleanup ongoing for that crash on the northbound service road of I-35 at Wells Branch Parkway. And on 290 westbound, an extra 5 minutes added to your drive through some congestion from FM 1100 to FM 973. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by AirTasker.
Meet Kim. She runs a business and her to-do list never ends. With AirTasker, she posts a task, sets her budget, and hires help fast. From deliveries to repairs, taskers keep things running. Download the app or go to airtasker.com. AirTasker. Get anything done.
Did you know we waste as much as 40% of all the food we produce? Each year, millions of acres of wildlife habitat are plowed over, and billions of gallons of water are guzzled up to meet production demands for food that never gets eaten. Luckily, there's a lot we can do to reduce all this waste and help protect wildlife and their habitats. To learn what you can do, visit World Wildlife Fund at wwf.earth/food waste. And spread the word that food should never be trash.
Leander, this is your new spot. Willie's Grill and Ice House is now open. We're talking a full scratch kitchen, stacked burgers, hand battered chicken tenders, and crawfish delivered fresh from Louisiana every single day. Ice cold drinks covered. Full bar ready. Wall to wall TVs for every game, of course. And because it's Texas, a completely climate controlled covered patio. So whether you're grabbing drinks, catching the game, or posting up with your crew, this is your spot. Willie's Grill and Ice House, now open in Leander. Additional locations in Georgetown, Pflugerville, and Kyle.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Craig here with Dan Christensen of DJC Law. Injuries can occur anywhere, not only on the field. So if you've been injured by someone's negligence, don't fight alone. Call the team at DJC Law, the GOATs of personal injury.
That's right, Craig. At DJC Law, we fight hard to represent injury victims and get them the compensation they deserve.
Call DJC Law today at 512-888-9999. That's 512-888-9999. Or go to teamjustice.com. Principal Office, Austin, Texas.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KBET AM Austin, your home for the Horde, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
Fans beat it to the theater to see the Michael Jackson movie. Michael made about $13 million in Thursday previews, the best ever for a musical biopic. Critics may not be loving it, but the audience approval rating is at 96%. The film is also an international box office hit, where it made nearly $19 million on its first day. Neo is officially in his country era. The singer tells Rolling Stone's Nashville Now podcast that the community has embraced him while he works on a country-influenced album. He was told that the country world was cliquey, but that his experience has been the exact opposite. The singles, Simple Thing, and Up, Out, and Gone are already out. That really is all, folks. Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders have approved the merger with Paramount Skydance.
Paramount is set to acquire the company in whole, including cable networks, a film studio, and streaming service. The deal is for $31 a share, and it comes after a bidding war with Netflix. The merger still needs regulatory approval. However, shareholders voted against compensation packages meant for the current Warner Brothers CEO and other executives related to the Paramount merger. I'm Jennifer Bolsoni.
And Disney may crack down on live streaming at its U.S. theme parks after a recent swatting incident at Disneyland. The company is weighing restrictions at Walt Disney World in Florida and Disneyland in California. And that's entertainment. I'm Daria Albinger.
Longhorns football plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Good morning. Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300. Mike Hardball, Hardge, WWE Hall of Famer, World's Strongest Man, D. Mark Henry, and of course Marcus behind the board. And now is the time for you to win a pair of tickets to go see Eric Clapton's Eric Clapton's Crossroads Guitar Festival, September the 26th at the Moody Center. I'm going to give you the keyword of the day. All you got to do is tap that red microphone on the iHeart Radio app and leave the word. Keyword of the day. Crossroads is the keyword of the day. To prepare to go see Eric Clapton's Crossroads Guitar Festival at the Moody Center on September the 26th.
Underrated. Eric Clapton is underrated guitarist.
Well, some of the staff here did not know who Eric Clapton was, so I just
Are you serious?
I put them on assignment. So they're working on it. They're working on it. So the next time I see them, I want to full report.
Get a report.
You got to give them homework.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I bet they don't know Santana either.
Probably not. We got a lot of young
Darn
people here.
kids.
We got a lot of young people working here. Speaking of young people, Texas baseball has had a lot of success with young people. Their freshman class have done an amazing job, whether you're talking about Pack Jr., Anthony Pack Jr., and what he's been able to do. You talk about Sam Cozart on the mound, Michael Winter working his way back into action, and of course, the wild man on the mound, Brett Crossland. Brett Crossland is one of those phenom freshmen that I can't wait to see what they look like their junior year, possible first round picks for sure. But as a freshman, you get to do some of the dirty work. You got to carry the bags. You got to do all this other stuff.
Right. Hazing.
Yeah, but it's very rare that you get to be in charge of the music.
I am on aux at all times, so it's whatever I say. I take song requests though, so a variety of all kinds of stuff. I think it began with like, oh, freshman on aux, take this job. But then, I mean, I got a good aux, so it just kind of stuck. I'm a good DJ, and they like it. So it really depends on who the starter is. I mean, I'll customize it around whoever the starter is. Like Dylan Volantis, for example, he likes his own calm, little smooth mood. And then Ruger, he likes some heavy metal. So, I mean, whoever the attention is on gets the music of choice.
This is a music of choice. It's rare that they let the freshmen get the aux to be able to do that. And
that means he's got an ear.
Oh, for sure.
He got that DJ ear.
He is definitely locked in.
That sounds like they was just doing a freshman thing, and let's see what the freshmen here. And next thing you know, they're like, this boy got a little something in him.
Yeah,
was that Jamiroquai?
Yeah, he's got that Jamiroquai. He has done a really good job. Texas is on the road. They will be taking on Vanderbilt. The music today will be more of a calm one because Dylan Volantis will be on the mound. He and Sam Cozart were recognized as National Pitchers of the Year semifinalists just the other day. So the pitching staff has done a great job, as we talked about. 49 strikeouts over the weekend. Strong performance. They went 2-1. They got a tough challenge. You heard Coach Losnagel yesterday talking about going to Nashville and taking on Vanderbilt. Across the street, the women are on the road as well, as they are taking on Kentucky. They travel to Lexington. That game will be tonight at 5 o'clock. You can hear it all on, what is it called, Retro Austin. Make sure you get on the iHeartRadio app. You can listen to Texas baseball on 103.1 FM, but it's always free on the iHeartRadio app. And I do want to clarify something that I said a little bit earlier about the NFL draft. It was that the Cowboys did make a trade out of the number 20 spot to move back to the number 23 spot with the Philadelphia Eagles via that Green Bay trade. Now, here's the deal. This is where people, and I remember this last night because I was a little upset, but I did stay up a little late and my mind wasn't where it needed to be. They traded with the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles took Mekhi Lemon, the wide receiver from USC. Now, he still looked crazy when he was up there on the podium because he did a weird press conference at the Combine, and people were talking about that. But he is definitely a playmaker, and the one thing that makes me a little bit nervous is who's going to cover all those wide receivers that Philadelphia Eagles have.
They have a host of receivers now.
Yes.
And they still have not made the move
to get rid of A.J.
Brown. So potentially this could be a big day just for the Eagles, just like it could be for the Cowboys.
Well, nobody's going to make a move for A.J. Brown as of yet because you got to wait till June 1st. Right. So there's not going to be you can't put that on the books as of now. But for them to go out and trade with somebody in our division once again, I feel like that lady from the New York Giants talking about how did you pass on him twice? How do you trade within your division for?
But you had to get your guy.
Man, I can get my guy at 12. That wasn't a trade. The trade was at 20 to drop back.
But you got to get they wanted him too, though. You got to get your other guy.
Which one?
You traded back and
you would have got Mekhi Lawrence anyway. Mekhi Lawrence would have been there for you at that pick because he already dropped to 23. You would have been able to get him. You wouldn't even had to trade with him. So I don't know. Maybe you wanted to get your picks back and do something like that because you start looking at how it breaks down and you're like, man, well, why? Why did we do this to help the Philadelphia Eagles, who is going to be your nemesis and always has been? Now we got to fight with them, and they got a receiver that is a playmaker.
Well, I mean, offensively, I don't think there's, going to be a problem. Defensively, they've had a better defense than all the teams in the East.
Yep.
And now the Giants elevate. Washington elevating. And the Cowboys, they can't help but elevate because they was on the bottom of the floor.
I also want to give a shout out to KC Concepcion, wide receiver from Texas A&M. What a playmaker he is. He ends up with the Cleveland Browns. You look at that Dylan Thiaman. He is that safety that I was talking about. That if the Cowboys couldn't get him, get downs, I would have taken him. He ends up with the Chicago Bears. Bears did a good job there. And the Chiefs get Peter Woods, the defensive tackle from Clemson, and Omar Cooper Jr., the wide receiver from Indiana. He was picked up by the Jets. So the Jets did a good job, and they're trying to make some moves right there. Hour number 2, just around the corner, NBA playoffs, and we'll have a Wemby update right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app. Hardball Hardge here for Cover Ford Hutto. This April, the Blue Bonnets are blooming, and the deals are too. Right now, get $20,991 off of MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 Lightning Flashes and $14,351 off of MSRP on select new 2025 Ford Mustang Mach-E's. Just like Blue Bonnet season, these deals won't last long, so come experience the Covert difference. Visit Cover Ford Hutto right off of 79 in Hutto, coverfordhutto.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
50 years in the Lone Star State, a one-stop shop so you're never late. Price is so low that you want to know
which way to Specs.
Come on, let's go.
Specs, fine spirits and finer foods. World-class service, that's all about you.
Shout Specs, it's how we do. A huge selection since 62. Shout Specs, low price, amazing. Here's to you. Shout, cheers to savings.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. They can't stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m., though. They can help you sell, they can help you market, and they can help you hire in one place. They cannot help you be in 3 places at one time, though. And while they can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business at LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/Dan Patrick Show.
At Steel Round Rock GMC, we don't just sell trucks and SUVs, we raise the bar. It's called the Steel Standard. Every new vehicle comes with over $1,400 in added protection and no extra cost. Other dealers charge for this. We don't. Including ceramic window tint with a lifetime warranty plus our comprehensive protection package. The price you see is the price you pay. Just the way it should be. Only at Steel Round Rock GMC. Everything we do is driven by you, GMC. We are professional grade.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. Visit CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
Got something to say?
Love you.
Well, just tap the red talkback mic on the free iHeartRadio app.
Let's go.
Requests, contests, or just to say hi.
Hey, this is Heather.
Get your voice on the air fast.
I got the windows rolled down, the moonroof open.
Open the iHeartRadio app and try it now.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horde, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Hordes, 1300 The Zone.
It's down to the wire here in game 3. 7 seconds left. Brunson with the ball. Brunson makes his move. Brunson on the baseline. Hawks got to track it down.
It's over. The Hawks hold on. Atlanta takes a 2-1 lead in the series. Unbelievable start to last night's playoffs. And you start to look around as CJ McCollum hits a big shot to beat the Knicks late in the ball game. You start to understand that this may not and will not be the Knicks year. If I'm a New York Knicks fan, I'm firing everybody. Jalen Brunson shooting air balls at the end of the game. Miles Bridges not scoring. Mikal Bridges not even scoring, sitting out most of the second half. Guys that need to step up and make plays have not made plays for the New York Knicks. So if I'm a Knicks fan, you have every right to be losing your mind. Most of the time you don't. Right now, your team is bad, and ATL is not supposed to be doing this to you during the playoffs.
No, especially after they made moves to get rid of the players that were considered their best players.
Exactly.
And I mean, it's just the Knicks. I thought that Brown was going to be great from an offensive standpoint, that the Knicks needed scoring. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, you know, you have those moments where you go, what was I thinking? That was a what was I thinking moment. And my world's strongest take is coming up at 8:17 rather than later on because we have Clarence coming on but at 8:30. But Hardge, that's what my take is about, is the ups and downs of what we thought this playoffs would be.
All right. And as you look across the NBA, certain things continue to be consistent, but then certain things change. When you look at how the Raptors were able to win that game last night against Cleveland, you see, okay, this is a team that is tough. This is a team that is ready to fight, but it's also a team that was playing at home. So is the home field advantage what it has turned into, the home court advantage. The Cavs won both of their games at home, and now the Raptors are trying to hold serve by trying to win both of their games. The Hawks split on the road. Now they're at home, and they get their first game. The Knicks should have won that game last night. They were down big. They battled all the way back. And all of a sudden, Jalen Brunson, who's making tough shot after tough shot, he shoots an air ball at the end of it. Karl Anthony Towns getting pinned up against the glass multiple times, and you're like 6'10"? You're supposed to be the best three-point shooter? What are we doing? What are you doing if you're a New York Knicks fan? And I know my man Sal is up there looking at this and listening to this, so I'm sure he's got something to say about this. But the reality of it is, if I'm a New York Knicks fan, I would not be putting up with this at all.
No,
I'm not a Knicks
I know
fan.
a couple of them, and if I wouldn't call them right now and say, "Hey, can you come on with us?" because we get kicked off the air.
Yeah,
I mean, all of the people that are Knicks fans, that we outside people, oh my gosh, it's got to be bad around there, Hardge.
Yeah, and another place where it's bad is in Denver. Last night, the Timberwolves put work in on the Nuggets. The Timberwolves take a 2-1 lead. They win at home 113-96. You look at what they were able to do with the Joker. If you just look at the box score, you say, Oh, Joker got busy. He had 27 points. He had 15 rebounds. Oh, man, he did a great job. No, he was 2 of 10 from 3 and 7 of 26 on the night.
26%.
It did not do well last night. Where in the heck was the supporting cast of Cam Johnson, Christian Braun? What did he do? You start to look at their bench. It's not working there either.
No.
And Rudy Gobert gets love. They were outscored 25-11 in the first quarter. 25-11.
To Joker's defense, Rudy Gobert got a good talking to by Anthony Edwards. And
it was very supportive.
Yeah. And he said, man, we need you. We only go as far as you allow us. It don't matter. I can score 50 every night. If you don't shut him down, we're going to lose. And he accepted the challenge. I went through all of this last night when I was going through what I was going to do my World's Strongest Take on because of my disappointment in the playoffs. Not from the standpoint it's not been entertaining. It's been very entertaining. Very good basketball, but not by who you think was supposed to be the ones that starred in it. There's new stars. There's new people that are bringing attention to themselves. And it's just depressing to see some of our NBA stars flop and flounder like they are right now.
Yeah, we're gonna end up seeing what happens. Obviously, they got to continue to play the game, and that's why you play the game. But there's a lot that is going on. Speaking of a lot going on, Victor Wembanyama traveled with the Spurs to Portland, and while he was still in concussion protocol, he's progressing the right way. He's doing the things that he needs to do. Coach Johnson said he looks good. The update is that he's still following protocol. He's progressing, and he is traveling with the team. He is listed as questionable in the injury report as of Thursday night. We'll find out a little bit more today. Probably be a game time decision. But as he's been able to move, he seems like he's fine. He hadn't had any of the symptoms. They hadn't gotten worse. So he was able to be in travel form with the team. Speaking of being able to be with the team, your boy, your team, the Lakers, he has been upgraded to questionable. And who is he? Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves, who has been sidelined with a grade 2 left oblique strain, was upgraded to questionable for Friday night's matchup versus the Houston Rockets. And Kevin Durant now is listed as questionable with a sprained ankle.
Timely.
Yeah, buddy. What happens here?
I'm just sitting here like, oh, save it. Hardge is trying to bring it out of me about 10 minutes too soon.
I ain't trying to bring it out. It is what it is. The fact of the matter, and I want to get your thoughts on this, because he missed game 1 because of a knee contusion, right knee contusion, and now he's sitting there questionable for this next game, Marcus. Your team, and what's happening. What is going on in H-Town?
Dissension. Go on, say it.
You know what?
Go on, say it. Don't be afraid.
Oh my God, I can't believe this, man.
There ain't nothing that they can do to you. Me and Hardge got you. They're not gonna do nothing. Say it.
It's just that they're playing terrible. They're playing out of whack. They're not playing together. And
why? Be honest.
I've asked people, do these guys seem like they want to play together? And everybody says everything seems cool, but it doesn't seem cool to me. It seems like they don't want to play together.
So I'm gonna tell you, go on. I'm gonna spill the beans. They are not communicating well because of the situation that happened with Kevin Durant. And Steven Adams was the driving force to keep everything together. But guess what? He was one of the guys that Kevin Durant talked about. He lost his last ally on that team. They are a man with no country. They are a team with no coach.
And to think the 2 guys that you traded away are playing well in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they got their own issues too. They just got Booker got fined for his comments about the officiating. He was blasting the officials. They do
by name.
They do rescind the technical foul because he was fined he was fined $35,000 for criticizing the people, but they did rescind his technical, and we'll see what ends up happening with that. We still got to find out what's happening with Jalen Williams. Is he going to be back, and what's the next prognosis for him? But you're right, Mark. This is one of those deals where the playoffs haven't gone the way most people thought they were going to go. But I will say this, it definitely has been entertaining. That game last night with the Knicks and the Hawks, it was exciting because the Hawks were blowing them out. Knicks made that run, and you thought for sure that Jalen Brunson was going to hit a shot, and he shot an air ball. And then they drive, and they have a last chance at it, and the pass goes past Hart.
You don't get a shot off.
That. Yeah, and you don't get the shot off after calling the timeout to set up the play. And so those are the things that you look at. But tonight, you have the Celtics and the Sixers, 6 o'clock, Amazon Prime. The Lakers and the Rockets, 7 o'clock, Prime Video again. And, of course, you have the Spurs and Trailblazers, 9:30. But it's a Friday night, so I will stay up and watch that game. That's right. Coming up next, we got the world's strongest man bringing you the world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Baseball season is here, and the Round Rock Express are ready to take the field. Hear all the action right here on 1300 The Zone. Whether you're at home or on the road, stay connected with Round Rock Express Baseball live on 1300 The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
First responders are on scene of a new accident on Highway 71 at Old Bee Cave Road. There's also a wreck still being worked on the service road of I-35 northbound at Wells Branch Parkway. And looking at the drive on I-35 northbound, rush hour traffic going from 45 up to William Cannon. It's adding 10 to 12 minutes to the commute. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and progressive.com.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Voters are listening to the radio. Tons of them. If you're running for office, radio is where people are actually tuned in, not swiping past ads. Connect with communities everywhere and get on the air in just 48 hours. Visit winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
If you care about predictions and props, right now, it's all about playoff pressure from the hardwood to the ice. BetOnline has always been the home of real sports wagering deep markets, sharp odds, and player props built for real fans. Basketball playoffs are heating up, stars taking over, series swinging on a single shot. And in hockey, it's all speed, grit, and sudden death moments where one goal changes everything. BetOnline delivers live betting and in-game odds that move with every bucket, every breakaway, every goal. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Millions of people move every year for all kinds of reasons. Could be a new job, growing family, or just the need to start fresh. Whatever it is, when that time comes, it helps to go with a company that you can trust. That's where Penske Truck Rental comes in. Their trucks are clean, newer, well-maintained, so you're starting your move with equipment that you can count on. Penske is also the only one that gives you free unlimited miles on one-way rentals. So if your plans shift or you take a detour, there's no extra cost for the extra miles. They won't even charge you for updating your reservation. Penske gets it. Life changes and your plans do as well. They've got you covered. Over 2,000 locations, support around the clock, real people who actually answer the phone. Great people to deal with. Penske helps you gain ground like no other company can. Go to PenskeTruckRental.com or download the Penske Truck Rental app and find what you need today.
Over 250 years ago, America didn't like the taxes, so we dumped the tea. That same unstoppable spirit drives Ram trucks. Now, with the Declaration of Deals, we're pledging our allegiance to the American people with great deals on the Ram 1500, welcoming back the legendary Hemi V8, the most luxurious, technologically advanced, and strongest Ram 1500 ever. Or get a great deal on the most advanced Ram heavy-duty pickup ever with the available Cummins Turbo Diesel, delivering 1,075 pound-feet of torque, built to tow, haul, and dominate any challenge. All backed by a 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Because nothing stops Ram. Hurry into your Ram dealer for the Declaration of Deals. Based on standard and available features offered, excludes BEVs, applied to 2026 model year vehicles, non-transferable. Visit Mopar.com for complete details and a copy of the powertrain limited warranty. Cummins is a registered trademark of Cummins Inc. Ram and Hemi are registered trademarks of FCA US LLC.
We asked kids what it took to be a dad. This is what they had to say.
A father is always present. I mean, what real father figure can you have if they're not there?
In order to be a good dad, you need to love your son. You need to put gas in your car so you don't break down in the middle of nowhere. And you need to make them breakfast. Yep.
I mean, just to maybe play like a board game with me, or to just stay home and play some video games with me. Just to do like that one little thing is what I really look forward to.
I'm not asking him to be a perfect dad, but he should try. He's just a constant force in my life.
There's no other type of love like a dad's love because it's not comparable to anything else.
Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, covering the 40 acres.
You know it. You heard it. You know exactly what that means. WWE Hall of Famer and World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry, brings you his World's Strongest Take. Take it away, big fella.
Hard.
Yes.
You know what time it is?
What's up?
It's time for the World's Strongest Take by the World's Strongest. Gosh. Back then, they didn't know me. Now I'm hot and my voice coming back. They all on. Well, here we are. Another edition of the World's Strongest Take. Guys, I'm a little disappointed. And when I say I'm a little disappointed, I mean about the playoffs. The NBA playoffs have taken a turn that I did not expect. And when I say I did not expect it, there are people that we consider NBA royalty. They're the stars of the league. And you expect when the playoffs to happen, playoffs?
That's exactly what it sounded like.
You expect for those people to stand up and be noticed. Let's go to the West first. Last night, Denver failed miserably. And it's not just the fact that the Eiffel Tower had a great night against Joker. It's the fact that Gordon is not playing again in the second playoffs in a row. Last year he was injured. This year he's injured. And that's going to keep Denver from going forward. Now, we knew that the Houston Rockets, they were just destined for greatness, that they were going to, they added that final piece. Well, that imploded. Just alluded to the fact in the last segment why it imploded. The Lakers suffered two injuries that one of which may be able to be fixed tonight, may come back. He's questionable. He's going to give it a go, warm up, and see how he feels. And that's Austin Reeves. But without Luka, the Lakers' chances of making a run, I think, are nothing past the fact that they're going up against a team that's inept like the Houston Rockets. Now you go back out west, and 76ers lose Joel Embiid. The New York Knicks, they have two guys. And I think Hart is the linchpin. Hart played like complete garbage. Bridges played like complete garbage. When you invest so much capital in Bridges, thinking that he's going to be the guy that takes you over, and you bring in a coach that's more offensive minded, and you think that he's going to be the thing that takes you over, didn't work. It didn't work. Failed experiment. So this is kind of up in the air. And now the Oklahoma City Thunder, to get back out west, they lose Jalen Williams. And it opens the door for a young team like the Spurs in the West. But you know who it really opens the door for in the East? Boston. Again. Boston is healthy now. They have a star that's playing himself into form just at the right time. So that's my finals. My take is this: the Spurs advance out of the West, Celtics advance out of the West. I'm out of the East, and then you have a matchup, and then it's a toss 'em up right there. I can't call it. I think that they're equal, even though the Spurs beat the Celtics this year. It's the playoffs. In a championship. I can't say that Brown and Tatum will not rise to their all-star, all-world performance level. What say you?
I'm worried about the Spurs, to be quite honest with you. The Spurs kind of make me a little bit nervous because I don't know exactly what you're going to get back from Wemby. OKC is definitely tough. I see them still playing some solid basketball. They have a way of getting stuff done and finding it in a magical way. But I'm not counting out the Lakers, man. As much as that really hurts me to say, the Lakers with LeBron and what he's been able to do by being the one in charge, by being the one facilitating, by being the one that is showing other people how to play the game, I've been impressed with what LeBron's been able to do.
And they're only going to get healthier.
Right. If Reeves is coming back, they're going to be a problem. I cannot believe that I'm saying this. I'm worried about the Lakers for everybody in the West because of that. Now, I still believe OKC is the team. I was all in the Spurs. If Wemby didn't get hurt, I'm picking the Spurs all the way. If he comes back and plays great, outstanding. But as of right now, OKC still looks strong. And in the East, I really like what I'm seeing from the Cavaliers. James Harden adjusting to his role, but you are correct. It is going to be between, I believe, the Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics because the Pistons are so wishy-washy. They're wishy-washy, and the Magic is not afraid of them. The Magic is not afraid.
Sometimes they play like Tarzan, sometimes they play like James.
They are not afraid of them. So it is an interesting breakdown of it. The Nuggets disappointed me last night, and Rudy Gobert showed me something, and he continues to impress, and I'm glad Anthony Edwards got him going. Coming up next, we're going to talk to our guy, Clarence Hill Jr., as he breaks down what the Cowboys did last night and what he expects them to do for the rest of the weekend. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
First responders are on scene of a new accident on Highway 71 at Old Bee Cave Road. There's also a wreck still being worked on the service road of I-35 northbound at Wells Branch Parkway. And looking at the drive on I-35 northbound, rush hour traffic going from 45 up to William Cannon, it's adding 10 to 12 minutes to the commute. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
Lights or appliances burning out too quickly? Call Abacus for a professional weather readiness power checkup for just $79 and have a licensed Abacus electrician inspect your home for electrical safety issues. When it comes to protecting your home and family, you can count on Abacus. License M20628.
Every group has that stat guy. Did you know that Texas is 8-1 when they rush for over 200 yards on a Saturday night in October? Yeah, cool stat, bro. But here's another one. 100% of great tailgates always include an ice-cold Bud Light. Is that coincidence? We don't think so. Because Bud Light is the official domestic beer of Texas Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At the Milken Center for Advancing the American Dream, we believe in inspiration, opportunity, and the promise of upward mobility. By expanding access to capital, empowering entrepreneurs, advancing healthcare innovation, and strengthening education, we spotlight the people who turn dreams into realities. Catch the latest podcast episode of Math and Magic with none other than Mike Milken, visionary and founder of the Milken Center for Advancing the American Dream. Tune in on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.
What if your checking account paid you like a savings account? With Austin Telco's True Earnings Checking, earn 5% APY on balances up to $15,000. Just deposit $1,500 in new money each month and make 15 debit transactions. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Open your True Earnings Checking online or at any Austin area location. Visit atfcu.org. Eligibility and terms apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
50 years in the Lone Star State. A one-stop shop so you're never late. Price is so low that you want to know
which way to Specs.
Come on, let's go.
Specs Wine Spirits and Finer Foods. World-class service, that's all about you.
Shout Specs, it's how we do. A huge selection since 62. Shout Specs, low price, amazing. Here's to you. Shout. Cheers to savings.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, partly cloudy skies. Could see a stray shower or storm, a high near 90. Partly cloudy tonight, a low of 72. Saturday, morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, a high of 90.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
Always running out of hot water? You can count on Abacus to help. Get a 40 to 50-gallon water heater for just $22.99 with warranty and zero down financing, as low as $36.33 a month. Call or visit abacusplumbing.com today. M20628.
American soccer is about to explode. The World Cup is coming.
Ramos sending on Ernie Stewart, the chip. Score!
I'm Tab Ramos. I'm Tom Boak. On our podcast, Inside American Soccer, you'll get the real storylines, the biggest decisions, and the truth about the U.S. national team.
it wouldn't be a huge surprise if our team ends up in the quarterfinals or potentially a great run into the semifinals.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Inside American Soccer, and listen now.
We all use AI, but here, it never pretends it's real. AM 1300 The Zone. Guaranteed human.
Back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone. The Cowboys make a great move yesterday. Kind of fell to the Cowboys at the number 11 pick with a little trade between the Cowboys and the Dolphins. And let's talk about it with our guy, Clarence Hill. Hill joins us right now. Clarence, the Cowboys, we've talked about it. We didn't know what was going to happen. You probably did. But with Caleb Downs falling that close to the Cowboys and them being able to get that pick, everything seems right there in Dallas right now, right?
Yeah, it was their dream pick, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I knew that if the Cowboys wanted anybody, it was Caleb Downs. That was the dream pick. Going back to the combine, Caleb Downs was a guy. He fits their scheme. He fit what they want with CP. They evaluate the nickel slot guy in that secondary. They didn't know it was going to be a corner slot or a safety slot, but Downs was the perfect guy that they wanted. Jerry called it, this is the guy we prefer. This is the guy we wanted. They were shocked that he was there. They couldn't believe he was there. I remember Shotty telling us to combine. They didn't think Downs would, be available after the fifth pick. That's how they thought of him. That's how they thought it would go. So when he got there and he was dropping or not dropping, when he was available, they made sure they got him when they traded up with Miami. They knew Miami wasn't going to take him, but they didn't want anybody to jump them and trade with Miami to get him. So they made the trade to go get him.
So I wanted to ask you this because Caleb Downs, from all accounts, he is one of those savants when it comes to football. He's very educated. Nick Saban had glowing reviews of him when he was a freshman and thought that he was going to be the top player coming out in the draft. Why do you think so many teams passed on him, so to speak, or was it more of a need and a fit for those other teams?
Well, it's a safety. I mean, it's a not valuable position. But if you talk to anybody, just look at all the reviews, glowing reviews. No one has anything bad to say about him. You watch the Malik Neighbors of the Giants almost had a fit when they saw the Cowboys get Caleb Downs, and the Giants passed on him twice. But you just look at it. It's about the position. It's because of the value of the position. But as far as a player, he's a top 5, top 3 player in the draft, football player. But it's a position. But you don't draft safeties that high. Go look back. When was the last time you see a safety drafted high? I don't see a lot of safety drafted high. It's not one of the premier positions. And that's what it was, if anything. But you listen again across the board. The guy is a football playing dude. He's a smart dude. He may be the smartest player in the defense. Jerry said he's going to come in and be the quarterback of the defense, as a rookie. But you look at it, he started every game in Alabama, started every game at Ohio State the past 2 years. I can remember that Texas semifinal game.
Yes.
The receiver from St. Louis, what's his name?
Wingo.
Wingo did a reverse, and he open field, make the guy miss his touchdown in the first half. 1-on-1, Downs tackled him.
Yep.
But that was a huge play in the game. I think it was early in the first half of the game. Did that reverse that he had been taken to the house and making big plays all year. And Downs got it 1-on-1. But that dude, he can play the back. He can play up, play the slot. He's a tackling machine. He forces fumbles. He's going to blitz. He does it all.
Chill. I'm over the moon with the picks. But going into the draft, the Cowboys did a lot of really important things with shoring up their defensive tackles, picking guys in the secondary that are complementary to what they already had on the defensive line. And then you add a pass rusher that really can, he's going to be the third down specialist, like to really get out the ball. What, in your opinion, do the Cowboys need to do right now?
Oh, cornerback, and of course, off the ball linebacker. I think they need to trade for a veteran. Off the ball linebacker, they need a green dot guy. They don't have a green dot guy. They don't have a guy next to play next to Overshown. That remains their biggest need. And of course, they need to shore up the cornerback position. They need cornerback help still. Because you still have questions about Bland, you have questions about Rebel and their health. So those are the two positions they need to shore up right now. Those are two positions they need help at, and they got some extra ammunition, extra fourth-round picks. Certainly have a third-round pick, and we'll see what they go with those positions. Again, they can make trades out during the draft for a player. They can make trades after the draft for a player. Last year after the draft, everybody was mad that they didn't get Ted McMillan. The Cowboys talked about it. They wouldn't get Ted last year. Everybody was mad, and we went and traded for George Pickens. So they're still going to be active, whether they get him in the draft or get him a veteran after the draft, and looking for help at those positions.
Do you think that it's better for them to try to draft that spot, or do, like you just said, trade into somebody that's already on a roster?
Let's be honest. There's nobody going to draft in the third or fourth round that's going to have an immediate impact.
Okay.
And I think that right now you kind of covered yourself at corner. You have the huge hole at linebacker. So I think that they're going to be active in trying to acquire a veteran linebacker.
Okay.
We're talking to Clarence Hill. You can follow him on social media at Clarence Hill Jr. on X. And Chill, I wanted to ask you this because I've seen you post about Anthony Hill Jr. He had dinner with the Cowboys once again. If he falls to a spot, do the Cowboys try to go and get him and try to bring him home to Dallas?
Well, number one, Anthony Hill's a very nice young man. I never really got a chance to meet him. I talked to his dad. He's a baby, man. He's such a sweet kid. I mean, respectful all around. I told him, man, you raised a hell of a son, man. He doesn't look like a killer,
Right.
He's a baby face killer. He looks like he's 18, he's 21, he's a baby face killer, and I would say this, the Cowboys thought he probably should have come back, and I know I talked to him about going back. And he said that, his agent, everybody, felt he was ready to go, and he couldn't really improve his stock. He's going to go in the second round. He's going to go high second round, at least according to his people and his agents and everything. They believe he's going to go high second round. The Cowboys told us last night that they don't have enough ammunition to move back up into the second round. They would have to give up too much to get a second round pick. So I think he's going to be gone.
Man, well, that changes a lot of the mindset of Cowboy fans. I know you touched on it a lot about what should be happening next, but overall, when you look at the Cowboys, this first round grade, you got to give them an A. We haven't even talked about Malachi Lawrence. It's all about the upside with this young man, and I think the Cowboys got a steal in that pick right there.
Yeah, again, here's a guy, his athleticism is off the charts. A lot of people say we don't have the numbers, but he went to UCF. But his athleticism, look at his size, speed, athleticism of that size. He's an edge guy, edge rusher, edge type guy. The athleticism is off the freaking charts. And that's what everybody's excited about. That's what they're excited about, his athleticism. And yeah, here's a guy that, again, this whole offseason has been about Christian Parker.
Yep.
And guys that fit his scheme and what Christian Parker wants. And Christian Parker wanted Caleb Downs, and they fell in love with Malachi Lawrence. On the visit, he's the guy they wanted. He's the guy they targeted for that pick. And they moved back, but they feel they can still get him, and they tried. They moved back with the Eagles from 2023 to get him because he's the guy they wanted. Everybody from Celtic Fox, some other guys from bigger schools, they wanted Malachi Lawrence, and they think his size, athletic profile, that he has a chance to be a special pass rusher.
Well, that guy at the combine had long arms, and even with long arms, he benched 25 reps. That's strong.
Right.
And then he ran a 4.5 40.
Right.
And had a 40-inch vertical. He is a unbelievable athletic specimen.
Right. That's what he is. He's a premier athlete. You talk about running 4.5 at that size. And that weight, yeah, and then a 40-inch vertical, you got it. That they got an athlete, as we say back, athlete. Yeah, that's what he is.
I do want to ask you this because obviously the Cowboys making a trade to move back to get Malachi Lawrence. But the fact is they made a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles go and get the wide receiver from USC. What were your thoughts when the Cowboys made a trade within the division, Clarence?
You know, most of the fans care about that more than the teams. It's business. This is business. You know, and it really wasn't about the Eagles. It's about what the Eagles wanted to do. And so two things. They gave up 2 5th-round picks to get Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
They acquired 2 5th comp picks, so they had the back of the 5th round. They acquired 2 4th-round picks to trade back with the Eagles. So look at the totality of what they did. They gave up 2 5th-round picks. They acquired 2 4th-round picks, better picks, to get the same guy that was going to get at 20.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares if it's with the Eagles, the Dolphins, the Washington? They helped themselves. And really, the thing about it is the Eagles messed over the Steelers. The Steelers were on the phone with their receiver, ready to take their receiver. On the phone with their receiver, the Eagles jumped in front of them and took the receiver that Pittsburgh had told the receiver, we're taking you now. They jumped in front of him with the Cowboys, the trade with the Cowboys to get that guy, which means that A.J. Brown is probably gone because they drafted a receiver, and we'll see because that helps the Cowboys. Dexter Clarence is out of the division. That helps the Cowboys. And again, they acquired 2 4th-round picks, improved on what they had at 5th-round pick. They got their guy at 11. They got their guy at 2023, and they helped themselves in a draft by trading with the dreaded, hated rival Philadelphia Eagles.
Chill, it made me feel dirty. I feel dirty trading with them.
Why do you feel dirty? Why?
You
helped yourself.
Just talking to the Eagles makes me nauseous.
See. You know, that's like, were you dirty when Darryl Raw came to Oklahoma to coach Texas?
Oh, wow. See, now you're bringing up old stuff. Now we got to have
I'm just saying.
Oh, no.
That's a fan thing. It's a business thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was you mad when Ember Ballard left Texas with the A&M with the wishbone? I mean, what are we talking about here? Are you mad that Vic Schaefer used to go coach at A&M?
Oh, no.
I like it.
You keep bringing up
I like it. I like the way you put things. I like the way you put things.
Chill, why you do me like this? Why you do me like
this?
I like it.
Just said,
I like it.
Business. That's a fan thing. These dudes don't care.
I'm a fan. Chill.
I understand.
Hey, before
yes, they did business with the hated Eagles.
And there it is. Yeah, they did business with the Eagles. They got me.
It got better because of it.
That's true. That's true.
I do want to ask you this before you go. Tomorrow, I'm going to check out that movie, Michael. I know that you are a big fan of it. Is it all that and a bag of chips?
Well, just say I got the pre-screen. You know, on the night that they did the premiere in LA, I did a premiere in Dallas.
Oh, so look at you.
Oh, okay.
This guy will kill it all.
Look at you.
My bad, dog.
Look at you.
Okay. I had a VIP reserved seat premiere in Dallas. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, did they give you a blanket and a pillow too? Man, you're a high side.
That high side. Was that high side?
They don't know about that.
Love it. I'm checking it
Listen,
out tomorrow.
It's an amazing Mingo. Coleman Domingo, who played Joe Jackson, is on that role. You gonna hate him like you hate Mister in
Oh no.
He owned that role. I'm just trying to tell you, he owned that role. The nephew played Michael Jackson was amazing. It is a joyride through our childhood. Yeah. I grew up a child in the 70s and 80s and grew up with the Jacksons and you're gonna sing and you're gonna dance. You're gonna love this freaking movie. It is amazing. It's a freaking joyride.
I appreciate that. I'm glad because I'm ready to go see it. I'm taking the family, so the kids are gonna get a chance to see it. Yeah, and understand what our childhood was all about.
It's a joy, and everybody that watched that movie loved it.
That's what I like
We
to
were
hear.
cheering, we were clapping in the movie. It was a freaking joyride.
All right. Well, I appreciate that feedback, my brother. And always, we appreciate you getting up with us today to be able to tell us about the Cowboys.
Yeah, man, it was late night last night, man. I was smoking cigars, drinking at the Star. You know, hear my voice. Man.
You got a little raspy. You sound like Hardge a little bit.
Hey, man, some cigars, man. They do that to me when I was outside smoking cigars. So, yeah, I enjoyed it, man.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys.
All right, there he is. Clarence Hill. Clarence Hill. Make sure you follow him at Clarence Hill Jr. on social media. When we come back, we got to talk a little bit more about the draft, and I got some people that I want you to hear from right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeartRadio app.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
Houston Street said the moment he knew that he needed to stick to baseball, Street was a defensive back and a good one, a good safety for Westlake. And they're playing Midland Lee in the state championship game. Cedric Benson is playing for Midland Lee. Tramples Houston Street. Just ran right over. Trampled and went on in. Houston said, I had no better indication of that. I needed to stick to baseball after that.
Only on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Speeds are bogged down on Highway 71 due to a crash at Old Bee Cave Road. We've got first responders on scene here. Off the highway on I-35 frontage road going northbound, still an early morning accident being worked on at Wells Branch Parkway. You also find some slowdowns being caused by a crash at the corner of Burnett Road and Steck Avenue. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and progressive.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply or play. Stop, opt out.
This is an important message for all parents of teens. If your teen or preteen is or has been addicted to social media sites such as Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, or YouTube, and they have suffered from eating disorders, body image issues, anxiety, depression, or suicidal thoughts, you may be eligible to participate in a lawsuit for significant compensation. Disclosures by a Facebook whistleblower show Instagram and Facebook know their social media platforms were highly addictive and may have caused eating disorders, body image issues, depression, and suicidal ideation. It appears these social media companies knew they had been causing serious harm to kids, but have done little to stop it. If your teen has been harmed by social media like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, or YouTube, then you could be eligible for significant compensation. If you'd like to discuss a lawsuit, text PARENT to 323232. PARENT to 323232. PARENT to 323232.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson, Media Advertising Specialists, LLC, is responsible for the content of this ad with principal offices in Chicago, Illinois.
Get ready, Austin. The Dallas Wings take on the Las Vegas Aces live at Moody Center on May 3rd. Don't miss this WNBA preseason showdown. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
The Spring Savings Kickoff is on at Group 1 Ford of South Austin. Lease the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport for just $299 a month and $299 due at signing. Or drive the 2026 Ford Explorer, now $399 a month with $399 due at signing. Zero security deposit. With transparent pricing and no dealer add-ons, what you see is what you pay. Shop Group 1 Ford of South Austin today.
36-month lease, 7,500 miles per year. Excludes tax, title registration, and license fees. See dealer for full details. Offers end 4/30/26.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Individual results may vary.
Ownwell has saved us over $2,000 in 2 years. Trying to protest your taxes on your own, it can drive somebody mad. Get onto Ownwell, create an account, input information about your house. They do everything for you, and it's amazing.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be reduced. Ownwell combines savvy technology and deep local expertise to save real estate owners real money. Plus, Ownwell handles everything from paperwork to negotiations and even attending hearings on your behalf. Ownwell saves you time and money. Want to see how much Ownwell can save you on your property taxes? Just enter an address and see your tax savings estimate. See how much you can save with Ownwell right now. Text HOME to 64,000. Text HOME to 64,000. That's HOME to 64,000.
Leander, this is your new spot. Willie's Grill and Ice House is now open. We're talking a full scratch kitchen, stacked burgers, hand battered chicken tenders, and crawfish delivered fresh from Louisiana every single day. Ice cold drinks covered. Full bar ready. Wall to wall TVs for every game, of course. And because it's Texas, a completely climate controlled covered patio. So whether you're grabbing drinks, catching the game, or posting up with your crew, this is your spot. Willie's Grill and Ice House, now open in Leander. Additional locations in Georgetown, Pflugerville, and Kyle.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Hardge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
Great stuff. Media is one of the best to do it, and we're thankful for part of the show. If you missed any parts of the show, our guy Marcus will have our podcast up. You can find it wherever you get your podcast. But more importantly, you can have it on the iHeart podcast page and the iHeart app. Speaking of the iHeart app, make sure you try to find Texas softball tonight. They will play at 5 o'clock. You can find it on Retro Austin and, of course, the iHeart app. And Texas baseball taking on Vanderbilt tonight. Make sure you stay locked in. Round Rock Express will be heard right here on Sports Radio Express. Won a doubleheader yesterday against the Space Cowboys of Sugar Land. As we've talked about, the Dallas Cowboys made a great pick when it came to Caleb Downs, one of the best football players in the draft. If he would have been that type of player, he probably would have been the number one overall pick if the Raiders didn't need a quarterback with Fernando Mendoza. But everybody's got advice for him. Everybody wants to tell him how he can be better and what it means to be a Dallas Cowboy. And Micah Parsons, who thinks he still is a Cowboy, still lives in Dallas, shared some enlightening messages and words to one Caleb Downs.
Bro, the first thing I'm going to tell you is, and when I tell anybody, being a first-round pick is a pressure of its own, but that pressure is a privilege. And because you weren't a star, there's even higher expectations, higher media, higher outside noise. Eliminate it. Remember this, right? They're not drafting you to be a player. They're drafting you to be the player that you already are, to come into that system and dominate.
Yeah,
so you're not here to be behind nobody. You're not here to say, yo, I'm trying to learn from him, so-and-so. No, you're here to start, be the guy. You are the guy. Like I said earlier in the draft, you don't wish upon a star, you land on it. So good luck, brother. You're going to have a lot of fun in the city, bro. And, yo, do me one favor. Do not let CeeDee Lamb get into you. Right. Take care of him for me, please. Hey, you're the only one I believe that can do it. Hey, CD, my dog, you're the only one I believe that can do it. Can't come around.
We're gonna see.
Strap that. Yeah. Get on it.
Can you go back and play that part again about the star? Because that right there was a bar.
It was.
What he said about landing and becoming is awesome.
Yeah.
So you're not here to be behind nobody. You're not here to say, yo, I'm trying to learn from him, so-and-so. No, you're here to start, be the guy. You are the guy. Like I said earlier in the draft, you don't wish upon a star, you land on it. So good luck, brother.
You wish upon a star, you land on it. And that helmet got that star on it. Life is about to be different for that young man in Dallas, Texas, for sure.
Hey, Micah Parsons sound like he still really wanted to be a Cowboy.
Of course. That's why he still lives there. That's why he's still doing his podcast.
His whole life.
Yes, he's part of that life.
Bless his heart.
Well, one thing's for sure. Nick Saban has some advice for Dallas Cowboy personnel after drafting Caleb Downs.
This guy is a tremendous person and competitor. And I tell you what, there's only a few guys that I love more than this guy as a player on our football team. And he did a great job and improved even more at Ohio State. Now, I'm going to give the Dallas Cowboys a little tip. His mama in recruiting made the best white chili I ever ate. You need to go there.
You need to go get some of that white chili.
Get some of that chili.
He didn't say mom. He said mama.
That's right. He said mama.
That white chicken chili, boy. Ooh,
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy for what the Cowboys did and what the expectations are. Big time, big week. And it's going to continue. The draft continues all weekend long. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. As always, stay locked in all day long. I'm sure Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way with the Craig Way Show, Bucky and BK. And then, of course, you got Round Rock Express Baseball. You got Texas Baseball taking on Vanderbilt. And then you also have Texas Softball taking on Kentucky. For Mark Henry, for Marcus, I'm Hardball Hardge. Have a great weekend. And just remember this, folks. Don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace.
Peace. Have you figured out your favorite day at the Rowdy Cowboy in Round Rock yet? The hottest new sports bar in Texas. Great every day or any day with the Rowdy Cowgirls. An amazing menu of food and drinks, 70 big screen TVs. But Tuesday is bikinis and booze day. All day. Spirits, beers,